Hello guys, welcome to our channel. In this video we are going to see about the short notes for quick revision of the chapter Living World, and it is taken from NCERT line by line. If you want to download it, I will give you in the PDF format in comment section. So let's get started. The first topic is what is living. Based on our understanding, we define living beings as which are opposed to non-living things. We usually define living things as comparatively. In comparatively, which are all living, which are all non-living, we will say. The unique features which define the living beings are growth, reproduction, ability to sense environment, metabolism, ability to self-replicate, self-organize and interact. What are all the features of living organisms which define whether it is characteristic or defining? So, where it is seen, we are going to see about here. First, growth. What is the definition? It is the increase in mass and also number of cells in an organism. It is called growth. Whether it is defining or characteristic means it is characteristic. Why it is characteristic means external. By external growth, non-living things can grow, like mountains. If accumulation of sand is done on its surface, it is growing like externally. Extrinsic growth is happening in non-living things. Hence, it is characteristic. If it is, they will ask you like intrinsic growth. If they ask only for intrinsic growth, means it is defining. And totally, the growth is characteristic here. Where it is seen means living and also non-living. In living it is called intrinsic growth, non-living it is called extrinsic growth. Then reproduction. Reproduction is the production of the progeny of same kind. It is also characteristic. Why? Because not all living organisms reproduce. For example, living organisms will reproduce. See here, the exceptions are infertile human couples, mules, and also sterile worker bees. So these are all exceptions here. If it has exceptions, it is characteristic. No exceptions means it is defining property. Then metabolism. It is the sum total of all chemical reactions occurring in body, and it is defining. There is no exceptions in metabolism, and all unicellular and multicellular organisms have the type of metabolism. Then consciousness. Ability to respond to our external stimulus is called consciousness, and it is defining. All unicellular and multicellular organisms have consciousness, and human only have self-consciousness. Later, cellular organization. The arrangement of cells in a body is called cellular organization, and it is defining property of living organisms. All unicellular and also multicellular organisms have this type of cellular organization, which defines it as a living organism. Only unicellular organisms reproduction is synonymous with growth. Okay, whether unicellular organisms undergoing cell division means we could not say that it is only growth or else it is only reproducing. Both reproduction and also growth simultaneously occurring in the binary fission or something else in unicellular organism. So it is reproduction is synonymous with growth. Then reaction in test tube. It is neither living or nor non-living. We could not say it is living reaction or else it is non-living reaction. It is neither living nor non-living. Then seasonal breeders of plants and animals. The photoperiod affects the reproduction in both of the things. Planaria in flatworm. It is a type of larva. It has true regeneration property. The properties of tissues are not present in constituent cells. Means each cell have its own constituents, and the properties of the tissues are not present in constituent cell means the all cells will interact and coordinate to to perform a new function. Means it will constitute together as a tissue and will perform a particular function which is not the similar function as done by a single cell, a constituent cell. Similarly, the properties of cell organelles are not present in molecular components of the organelles but arise due to their interactions. Due to the interactions, they are performing a different kind of function which is useful for that organism. The patient in coma has no self-consciousness. Then all living organisms, present, past and future, are linked to one another by sharing of common genetic material, but to varying degrees. We all have common genetic material and we share among our organisms. Living organisms will self-replicating, evolving and also have self-regulating interactive systems, and according to this interaction they have the capacity to respond to external stimuli and capable of responding to external stimuli. Then diversity in living world. What is meant by biodiversity means the number and also type of organisms which are present on the earth, and it is called biodiversity. The number of species the number of species that are known and described ranges between 1.7 to 1.8 million. What is meant by nomenclature means the process of standardizing the name of living organisms all over the world, as local names vary from place to place. Before nomenclature, identification should be done for that particular living organism. Then scientific names given to an organism are based on agreed principles and also criteria which are provided in ICBN, which has the full form like International Code for Botanical Nomenclature, and it is used only for plants, and ICZN, it is International Code for Zoological Nomenclature, and it is used only for animals. The most accepted system of or nomenclature of organism is binomial nomenclature, which was given by Carolus Linnaeus. According to this, each scientific name has two names, the generic name and the specific epithet, and are generally in Latin language. Why they have taken Latin language means it is a dead language and it could not change as time goes on. So they have chosen Latin language to give nomenclature. For example, Mangifera indica Linn, which indicates mango. Here Mangifera means generic name. Indica means specific epithet. Linnaeus. Here Lin means Linnaeus, which is called author citation, means writing the short form or abbreviated form of the author who had identified that species. They will give author citation for that particular species. So genus starts with a capital letter in writing the name of a plant or any organism. Genus starts with a capital letter and species starts with a small letter. Scientific name should be printed in italics. If they are printed, it should be in italics. If they are writing with their hand, it is handwritten, means it should be underlined separately. You should not draw a single line under the name of this. You should give separate lines for genus and also species and also for author citation. Name of the author should be at the end of the biological name in abbreviated form. So as you have seen here, it should be in abbreviated form. Classification. Classification means the process by which anything can be grouped into convenient categories. Scientific terms given to these categories is taxa. Each category or rank or group is called taxa. Based on the characteristics, all living organisms can be classified into different taxa, and this process of classification is called taxonomy. Taxa means it indicates the categories at different levels. As we have seen in the second point, it is also called taxa. Then what is meant by systematics means taxonomy along with evolutionary relationships gives us the systematics. Here for classification, morphology, anatomy, self structure, development process and ecological informations are based on modern taxonomic studies. What are the basic steps of taxonomy means? First step is identification, second step is characterization, third is classification, and the last is nomenclature. Then what is meant by taxonomic categories? A category or rank or group or taxon, which is the unit of classification. All taxonomic categories constitute, if you add up all the taxonomic categories, you will get a taxonomic hierarchy. There are 7 obligate categories. The number of common characters goes on decreasing from species to kingdom. What are all the 7 obligate categories means? Kingdom, then phylum or division. Here phylum is used for animals, for denoting the names of animals, and also division means it denotes the plants. Then class, order, family, genus, species, and it is the ascending order. Kingdom is the biggest taxonomic category and the lowest is species. So what is meant by kingdom means it is the group of related phylum or division. Here phylum or division means group of related classes. The next one, for plants division is used and animals phylum is used. Class means it has the assemblage of related orders. Orders means has related families characterized mainly based on the floral characters. Family comprises a group of related genera characterized on the basis of both vegetative and floral characters. Genus, it comprises a group of related species. Species, it is the basic and lowest category. Then animals, animal categories and plants. First you take this flow chart. You should know this flow chart. You take for the species name. Here it is the species Leo, tiger and panthera. Pardus, Leo, tigris and pardus. For plants, tuberosum, nigrum and melongena. It is the species. Next one is genus. First you know panthera. Panthera includes Panthera pardus, Panthera tigris, Panthera leo. So Panthera is the common genus for those species. And for Felis, if you add up Felis here, it will become a family named Felidae. And if you add another family Canidae, it will gives us a order called Carnivora. Then if you add another order with Carnivora called Primata, it will give you a class called Mammalia. Then if you add aves, reptiles along with Mammalia, you will get Chordata. You can also add fishes. Fishes you can add here. Fishes and amphibians, you will get Chordata here. And if you add non-chordata, you will get the Animalia, which is the kingdom here. Okay. Here chordata is phylum or division, and it will lead to Animalia, the kingdom. Next, we go for tuberosum, nigrum or melongena. And all comes under the genus Solanum. If you add up the genus Datura and also Petunia to Solanum, you will get a family called Solanaceae. And if you add Convolvulaceae, which is another family which have similar floral characters like Solanaceae, you will get the order Polymoniales. And if you add another order Sapindales, you will get a class called Dicotyledone. And if you add another class called Monocotyledone, you will get a phylum or division called, here it should be division because it is for plants. Here this one you should use for a phylum. For animals you should use phylum. Here you should denote this one as a division. Then for angiosperm, if you add gymnosperm means you will get plantae, the kingdom. Then systematics. What is meant by systematics means it is derived from the Latin word systema, which means systematic arrangement of organisms. Higher the category, greater is difficulty of determining the relation to other taxa at same level. Hence the problem of classification becomes more complex. So next, the organism with their taxonomic categories. First, man. You should know this because they are asking question like what is the order of biological. They will give you a biological name Homo sapiens. For Homo sapiens, what is the order? You should write like primata. So you should know this table. It is very important. For man, the biological name is Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens. For genus, it is Homo. Species means sapiens. Then family is Hominidae, order is Primata, class is Mammalia, and phylum. You should name this one for phylum because it is an animal. Chordata. Then housefly. Housefly is called Musca domestica. Its genus is Musca. Family is Musidae. Then the order, it comes under the order Diptera, class Insecta, phylum Arthropoda. Then mango. Mango is called Mangifera indica. Genus name is Mangifera, and it comes under the family Anacardiaceae. Then the order Sapindales. Then Dicotyledone. It comes under the class Dicotyledone. Then Angiospermae. Then wheat comes under the division Angiospermae. Then wheat. The biological name is Triticum aestivum. The genus name is Triticum and family name is Poaceae. Order name is Poales and class name Monocotyledone and division name is Angiospermae. Then taxonomical aids. Taxonomical aids means first one herbarium. It is the storehouse of dried, pressed and preserved plant specimen pasted on sheets. They have herbaria. Herbaria means the sheets which they have arranged in their herbarium. It is called herbaria. And each sheet, if you go for each sheet, it carries a label which has information of the specimen, like the name of the collector, date of collection, in which place it is dwelling. All the details will be given in the label. Then next one, what is meant by flora? Flora provides the index to plant species found in a particular area. If you go for a particular area, what are all the plants present here? If you write a book and you will give like the flora, which includes all the plants present in a particular boundary of a region. Then keys are analytical in nature. It will analyze whether it has a specific character or not. How it analyze means it is based on the pairing of contrasting characters. Based on the pairing of contrasting characters, it is based on the similarities and dissimilarities between the organisms, and generally a pair called couplet, and each statement of the key is called lead. Okay, then manual are useful in providing information for identification of names of species found in an area. Okay, it will provide the information for how for identification of the names. What is the name for a particular plant which is found in a particular area? You can find out with the help of manual. Then monograph means it contains information of only one taxon. Since it is mono, it contains only one taxon's information. Then botanical garden means they have collection of living plants for reference only, and each plant is labeled with its information. The largest botanical garden is present at Kew, England, and in India it is at Indian Botanical Garden, which is present at Howrah. Then zoological parks. What is meant by zoological park means the wild animals are kept in their natural environment, called zoological um, parks. Then museum. It is generally a setup in schools and also educational institutions. It has prevented plants and animal specimens from extinction. Okay, and also preserved them. Large animals are usually stuffed. Means they will remove all the organs of the animals, and they usually use cottons or something else and stuff the animal to give its original shape. So they are saying like the animals are usually stuffed. Insects are preserved in insect boxes. They will have a specific boxes to preserve insect and is called insect boxes. So this is the short notes of this chapter, and if you like this video, hit the like button, share with your friends and subscribe our channel. I will give you this PDF format in the comment section. If you want, go and download it. Thanks for watching. Bye.